the Watershed Lake. Anybody in here? Everybody's probably at work. Nobody in here yet. Probably a bad time to go live. Kentucky Cat Man, what's up? I think I got some slow internet out here because I didn't see you in there until you messaged me. We're live out here at the Watershed Lake. Nada. Yeah, nada. Nothing. Well, I caught one little bullhead in this farm pond up here. Muddy River catfishing. What's up? How you doing, Chris Flores? Wishing I was fishing. Yeah, Chris, you directly responsible for this. You know that, right? You done made a animal out of me with this catfish. Watching your channel. We caught one little bullhead, and we're using it as bait. That's the only bait we got. Uh-oh, I got to take down here, I believe. It must be a little one. I'm gonna try to set this thing up in the chair here. I think I missed him. He must have been a little one. This rod's the only rod I got to take down on today. He must have been a little bitty thing, because that ain't much bait. Ain't a big hook. Therapy. What's up, brother? Trying to catch some of these blues. They say there's some blues in this lake. We caught some. We caught two at the end of. They wasn't very big. We're out here crappie fishing and brim fishing. There's a lot of brim in this pond, in this lake. I keep wanting to call it a pond, but it's a watershed lake. There's a lot of brim and warmouth and crappie in here. A lot of them, but they all small. They all small. This little bullhead we caught in the pond up there in the what I call the farm pond. They got some pretty big bass in that pond. We was hoping to get on some of these fish today. Mike's dad, Mike's standing over there. I don't know if you can see him or not. He's standing over there trying to catch us some bait. And Mike's daddy says there's been some 25-pound blues. Well, catfish. He said catfish. He didn't say specifically what there were out here. But I know we caught some blues, so I'm assuming blues. He said it's been years ago since these fish have been caught out of here. Nobody fishes this lake. I've never seen anybody fishing it, and I fished in it a pretty good bit. Right over here near this concrete, I guess it's an exhaust where the water goes out on the other side over there. We caught a bunch of crappie over there over the summer, and was hoping we'd be able to get on some of these catfish. This is about the only place we can get in from the bank. The ground's so saturated to get my boat in. The ground is just wet. I mean, you can walk on it and feet sink. We're using for bait, we're using a little bullhead. He wasn't even a pound. He was probably a quarter of a pound. I've had good luck using catfish for bait. I know that's probably an ugly word to some of y'all. I wouldn't use a blue, but I'll use a channel cat or a darn bullhead in a minute. John, the guy I fish with sometimes, he caught some big catfish off of cut catfish as bait. And so I use it when I have to. I won't do it all the time. I'll usually use brim or something of that nature, panfish for bait, but bullhead makes great bait. Never used bullhead. I don't think. I said that a minute ago, but I've used a lot of channel cat for bait, smaller ones. But this little bullhead, we probably could put him on live. He was so small. We're just trying to use what we can. We're not able to catch any brim today. Mike has been stalking this bank over here for a long time, trying to catch us some bait. But I had some bait in the refrigerator I was gonna try. I guess I'll have to wait until tomorrow to see. I got it up in the air, 2 different places I may go tomorrow. One's another watershed lake over in York. It's got a lot of crappie, got some bullhead catfish in it, and big bass. Yeah. Well, I was hoping there might be some flatheads in here. I thought I was getting a flathead bite a while ago. He was real subtle about it. He was just tapping the rod out there, and he just stopped. Then this little one I just about caught on the live feed. He must have been tiny. But tomorrow, we're going to a watershed lake over in York, South Carolina, or we're going to a lake over in Clover that's supposed to have, believe it or not, what am I trying to think of? Shoot, I know it's got catfish in it, but they say trout. They say there's trout in that pond, big trout. I've never fished for trout in a pond, and I didn't even know there was any trout in a pond around here, but they say there is. So we're either gonna try one or the other. It depends on what it's looking like as far as the road coming into the place tomorrow, because they said if it's wet you can't get down there because you have to walk. They don't want nobody tearing up their property with a truck because they use it for weddings and stuff of that nature. It's a real nice place out there and got a gazebo, I think, and some other things out there that they use for weddings. So it just kind of depends on how wet it is, I guess. I know we can get in the one in York. That's the one I put on my Facebook the other day that I was thinking about going to. It's flooded, it's muddy,